Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new installment of the Wrestling Analyst. Tonight, I'm taking a look at what happened on January 13th episode of Smackdown. Here we go. So, match number one, Gunther versus Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship. So, right off the bat, Imperium is sent to the back because Gunther wants to take care of things by himself. Uh, but later on, they come back and attack Strowman behind the referee's back. Now, Strowman was injured uh, the week before, injured by Imperium last week. Now, Gunther is working on the shoulder uh, during the match, which is good for the psychology of the match. And he wins. He finally wins with the power bomb. So, what that means for Gunther and Strowman? Well, Strowman doesn't lose that much because he lost because he was injured. For Gunther, though, this is a huge win because he just beat the monster among monsters. And he just beat him. So Gunther is now in his 8th month title reign because this video is made on February 11th because of all the computer problems I had and other things, among other things. So Gunther's title reign, I hope it's going to last, and I hope it's going to beat the record of the Honky Tonk Man. We'll see. But that title reign is very good. So we'll see where it goes from there. On to the second match. So match number 2, Xia Li versus Tegan Nox. Now, Xia Li had a change of attitude recently. She's more aggressive, and maybe that's going to reflect in her win-loss victory in the future, although it did not in this match. Uh, Tegan Nox wins with the world's shiniest wizard. So that basically sets Tegan Nox on top of Xia Li in the hierarchy of the women's division of SmackDown. Apart from that, it does not make big impact for either of them, whether losing momentum or credibility or winning or losing credibility and momentum. So basically, that's it. Now, then there was a segment with Bray Wyatt. Before that match, there was a segment with Rey Mysterio in which he says he enters the Royal Rumble. He's interrupted by Karrion Kross. Mysterio attacks, but Kross puts on the Kross jacket on Mysterio. And that's the end of that segment. There was one before that, a little bit with Sami Zayn, but I'm going to come back to it because there was more later. Then it was the segment with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt said he remember everything he is, and that he is Bray Wyatt, and the Royal Rumble will be his true rebirth. And he says to LA Knight, when the lights go out, you should run. So, and then there was the interview with KO. So before, like I said, in the segment before the Rey Mysterio one, Sammy was with Paul Heyman, and he was asking if any of the Usos or Solo would come ringside during his match later on. And Heyman tells Sammy that Roman wants him to do that by himself, and Sammy says he'll do it, and that's not a prediction; it's a spoiler. So he's taking Heyman's expressions. Now, the KO interview, he's interviewed by Kathy Kelly, and he's interrupted by Sammy. And Sammy kind of talks smack to Kevin, and Kevin answers, "Well, I didn't ask for this match. Roman put you in this situation. Roman wanted this match. I didn't want to face you. You're my friend. I didn't want to face you, but Roman put you down to ask for that match. So if you stand in my way, I'm going to go through you to get to Roman." That's basically what KO said to Sammy. So let's go to the next match. So match number 3, Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez. Now, both of them are saying that they're going to win the Royal Rumble, and both of them show that they can eliminate people in this match because they both eliminate each other. They both throw their opponent on top, over the top rope to this floor during the match. So they prove that they can eliminate each other. Now, for Liv, this match is important because it has to show that she can beat big, powerful women to go back to be viewed maybe as a future champion once again. And Raquel winning over a former champion, that would elevate her a little more. So Raquel wins the match with the Tejada bomb. So what does that make with Raquel? Raquel, well, she just beat a former SmackDown Women's Champion, so that's good for her. My cat is playing with my hand under the table here. And for Liv, well, she doesn't really lose anything because she's just got beat by a big girl. So, on to the next match. So, main event of the evening, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. The match we've all been waiting for since the week before. Now, Sami wins. Sami needs to win this match to prove to Roman that he can beat Kevin Owens. Roman, he's sending Sami in to soften up KO for their match at the Royal Rumble and maybe scout him a little bit or something. And Kevin wants to beat Sami to show Roman that, hey, I'm coming for you, man. So basically, that's what's at stake for this match. Now, Sami was going to set up for the haluva kick when the Usos come in the ring and start beating up Kevin Owens. Now, Sami is looking in disbelief, and then he goes to the Usos and says, "What are you doing?" And Jimmy and Jay says, "You did good, Sami. You did good." And they just continue to beat down. And the program ends with Sami, who doesn't seem to be happy about the attack. Now, what is this? What does this mean for the storyline? Well, Sami not being happy about the beatdown, in his head right now, it's, hey, that's my friend over there, and those guys are beating him up. Now, I want to be loyal to Roman Reigns. I want to be loyal to the bloodline, but he's like in a rock between a rock and a hard place. I want to be. I want to prove my allegiance to the bloodline, but I don't want anything bad happening to my friend. And that's basically what's at stake here. So now this video is made after the Royal Rumble, so we all saw that what I've been saying the last few videos before this one. Uh, if you go chronologically, uh, I did say that the big payoff, the big turn would happen at the Royal Rumble, and that's exactly what happened. So, uh, so you see now that it all led all this attack and the events on the week after, it all led to the big payoff at the Royal Rumble, and we're going to see Sammy versus Roman in Montreal. So anyway, hope you like this one. Click subscribe, leave a comment, turn on the notification, and if you like this content, well, and you know people that like wrestling and that maybe they would like to hear what I have to say on that, well, introduce them to the channel. Have a nice evening and see you soon.